Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Katie. I'm a stay-at-home mom of 4. I also run an Etsy shop, Purple Glimmer Budgets, which is where you'll find a lot of the products that I'm going to use in today's video. My husband and I are on a journey to pay off a lot of our high interest debt using the cash stuffing method as a way to control our expenses. So if this is something you'd like to follow along with, just keep watching. In today's video, I'm going to be unstuffing my 3 wallets for all the spending that occurred during paycheck number 1 of December. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to be using the digital version of my budget binder inserts that I sell in my shop. I personally prefer digital, but I do offer the physical version on my shop. I haven't quite offered the digital version, but if that's something you're interested in me offering, definitely drop me a comment down below and I'd be happy to look into that. Now, if you've seen any of my other videos, you'll notice that this digital version is looking a little bit differently. Before I had the background binder mock-up as being purple, and I did this because I wanted to have my digital version more mirror some of the options that I'm going to be offering for the physical version. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the front that I also changed it to. So I'm going to hit January here just because didn't see all that. I think my toddler might have gotten like crumbled crayon on that, but so I'm going to flip to the cover page. So if you look here, this is what the cover page now looks like. Previously it looked like a purple snap binder, and I changed it to this because I wanted it to mirror one of the options that I'm going to be offering for my physical version, and that's this. So pretty soon here in my shop, if you opt to purchase the inserts of my budget binder, you'll have the option to add an A5 binder on it, and here is one of the options. This one's actually my favorite. Now, knowing my obsession with purple, you would think that the second option is my favorite, but for some reason these colors just really pop off this black, so I find it a lot more striking than the other version. But here is the purple version, because I always have to have a purple version of something to offer in my shop. I like this. It's just the iridescence of the coloring doesn't pop off of it quite as much. Now, you'll see in this one that it's kind of dirty. This one, when I was going through my stock, it was one of the ones that I put to the side that just was not up to quality. So I decided, why not use it as the one that I use on a daily basis? Do I like the dirt on it? No, but I'd rather have some use out of it than just have it go to waste. So I put this aside to myself to use. And so currently it's storing my original version of the budget binder. I did just update this on my shop with my new logo. So you'll see a little bit of changes there, but this is just kind of a brief showing of what it all has. I actually print this myself, and I hand make these dividers. So I do put quite a bit of work does go into this. So I'm pretty proud of it. So if it's something you're interested in potentially having, definitely check it out in my shop. I'm still trying to decide if I want to switch to the physical pen and paper version that I offer in my shop, or if I want to stick with this digital version. For now, I'm sticking with the digital version. See here, you can see this was my original test version. So here, I'll show you what the front looked like since I accidentally clicked on it. So this is what the front looked. It's just kind of your normal magnetic clasp version. But now I'm going to switch back into this. Let me get back into December and back to the page that I'm going to be working off of. Okay, and then, so the program that I use for these planners that I build is GoodNotes. Basically, if I do offer this in my shop, what you would purchase is a PDF that you import in here that has hyperlinks to make these tabs work. But anyways, for now, let's go ahead and get back into the reason for this video, which is the cash unstuffing. I just wanted to kind of show you some of the tweaks I made in this, as well as the options that are coming to my shop. So these are the different categories. Again, if you've watched my videos in the past, you'll know that I use both sides of this page. So this side is going to be the actual spending down to the penny, and then I just copy and paste it over here and round it up to the nearest dollar. And that's actually the denominations that I take out of my wallets when it comes to the unstuffing. Let's go ahead and get into this. Now, just so that way you can see what I'm doing, I like to switch my iPad into portrait mode, or the portrait view, and then I zoom you guys in. So here's all my spending, and you'll notice some check marks here. These are things, for instance, the kids, this is stuff that I actually took the cash out of the wallet previously for. This actually occurred prior to me getting a chance to stuff the wallets, but it was during this paycheck period, so I wanted to include this here. And then this McDonald's eating out, I never actually stuffed that money into the eating out. I actually used my Apple Cash that I earn as I use my Apple Card. And so I had enough Apple Cash to go ahead and pay for McDonald's. So that's why I'm not going to unstuff it from the wallet, because that was cash anyways. But I wanted to kind of keep track, so that way if I do want to go back and look at things as far as spending and how my spending was for that period for the different categories, I still have that information there. So I did want to go ahead and keep that, but it's not going to be coming out of the wallet. And then here's the other things that I went ahead and bought for the week. So let's go ahead and get unstuffing. So I think the first category I'm going to tackle is Amazon, because I went through, hold on one second. Let me kill the Wi-Fi on this because my battery is running low. I don't want to run out of it during this video. Okay, so I think I'm going to need 5s, and I want to say that of these categories, the only ones that really have 5 is Amazon. So in case I need to break some denominations from the other categories of 5, I'm going to start there. So for Amazon, it was $35, and Amazon is in my pink binder. So let's go here. And I bought both my daughters some jewelry for the Christmas time. So, of course. So I don't have the full amount here. I'm going to take the 20, and then I'm going to make a note to myself off to the side that I still need $10, and then we will come back to it and get that taken care of. So I'm going to put the 20 and the 5 there, and then we're just going to move on to the next category. So I think the next category I want to work in is gas, and that is actually in my purple wallet now that I think of that. And so for gas, I think I spent more than what I actually have in the wallet because my husband filled up both of our tanks this week. So it's 93. I believe I just have 81. So 50, 60, 70, 81. So I'm going to subtract 81. So 50, and then the 10s of the 1, and then I have 12 left. And then I noticed that I also have this miscellaneous there. So I'm going to go ahead and hop over to my miscellaneous buffer category. And it's got 20 in there, so if I add the 8 that I spent, that I allocated directly to that category, that'll add up to the 20. So I'll go ahead and take the 20 from there to clear both of those. So there's that gas. And then, where's the second one? There it is. Okay. So I took care of both of those. Now, let's go on to household and see if we can get that cleared. Household is in the pink wallet, and I spent $17. No, I spent $8. I got some straws and some paper plates and just various odds and ends for us. So there is $8 there. And so I still have $20.41 in household. So let's check that off. Since we're here, let's see if we have clothing. So I have a 20. Do I have 3? 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to swap that out. And I think there's another 20 back here. So I think I actually had 40 in there. So I still have 21, 2, 3 in clothing. Now that will end up growing once I get a chance to finishing my savings challenge. That's supposed to be a yearly challenge, but I started it mid-year. I'm going to go ahead and close it out after I stuff it for December, and then reallocate the funds across these different wallets in an upcoming video. And then I'm going to use that money to really beef up my clothing envelope, because with having a family of 6, we go through a lot of clothing budgets. So I want to go ahead and get a good start on that envelope. So now let's go into groceries and see what we have there. So we went to Walmart and Sam's and stocked up. So we spent $303. My typical weekly budget is going to be $200 for food. However, last week I spent hardly anything. I think I spent about half of that. So I still had $100 left over. Actually $101 before I stuffed. So I have most of this here in groceries. So 100, 152, 253.01. So I need to go ahead and find the $2 from somewhere. And I think I have that in my spending. Yep, I have $2 in my personal spending category. So we'll go ahead and clear both of those. So that's taken care of. And then the next thing would be eating out. So 125 plus 44. We got Chili's to go yesterday. My husband had a special, save 15 when you spend 50 or more. So we decided to take advantage of that last night. So in total, I spent $169 in eating out. Now, as you know, I tend to overspend in this category and I'm a work in progress. So I'm trying to rein that in and we're doing a pretty good job. I want to say some weeks before this, I mean, we could easily spend a couple $100. And so, I mean, even more than just 200. So we're doing better. So there's 150. So 150. And so that leaves 19. And let me see, I usually like to take from the spending category if I overspent. So I'm gonna do that and put the 20 in there. So that clears that. So let's see how much I have in my spending category. I have 20, 40, 50, 1, and no, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 42. For some reason I mess up when I have 20s and 10s. I'll keep counting a 10 as a 20, but I usually catch it luckily. So that took care of the eating out. And then finally, we're gonna go to the kids. I went ahead and bought their yearbooks yesterday before I forgot. And so I have 3 kids that are in school. My youngest is in preschool, and then my oldest is in 3rd grade, and the other one, or not my youngest. My youngest one in school is in preschool, and my oldest one in school is in 3rd grade, and my other is in 1st. So they each get their own yearbooks, so that way we don't have any fights over the yearbooks or anything like that. And they're also more expensive because I personalize them with their names, so that way there's, again, no fights over it. They each have their names, so if that yearbook gets ruined, it's theirs, and it's their problem, and it's their fault. So 72. I'm gonna break this 20 using my spending because I know, actually, I'll just break it from here. So I forgot that I have all this cash in here, so might as well do that. So 20, 40, 60, 80. Let's see if I have $8 here. I should. 1, 2, 3, perfect. 8, and then 20. So in my kids category, okay, I guess I should have paid more attention because I had the lower denominations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm actually just gonna go ahead and put all of those back in and take the 5. I guess I didn't have the 10, so I wouldn't have been able to do it that way anyways. And just because, I'm gonna put the 2 5s back and I'll take the 10. So that way this is fully condensed, so I have $110 in kids. Hopefully I don't regret that, because I'm finding as I'm condensing things, I'm learning to regret that. Now I'm trying to decide what I want to do. On Amazon, I can go back to the placeholder and I can break the 100 and keep, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Since I did buy it from Amazon, I'm gonna go ahead and break that 100. And so I need $10, so I'm gonna put a 50 and then 2 20s, and then I'll leave the 10 in there because I'd simply just be putting it back. So I have 90, and then I'm gonna put the 100 with the hundreds back here, but I'm putting it towards the back so I know, obviously not to deposit it, not like the bank would fall for it anyways, because it looks nothing like a $100 bill. So I still have $90 left in Amazon, and we took care of that 10. So I'm going to go ahead and erase that and put a check mark. And check mark on kids. So I think I've unstuffed everything. And then if you've noticed this glaring 55 down here, that's simply to remember that I had $55 worth of stuff that I wasn't actually pulling because it was already out of the wallets at the time. So I'm going to go ahead and take this time to add up all of the numbers here and then subtract the 55, and then that's what I should have in cash. So let me do that. So after subtracting the 55, I should have $705 here, and that would be counting this placeholder. So I'm going to place this on top and then take all this cash out here, and then we'll get it counting it. So 100, 200, 3, 54, 55, 50. I'm going to go back to 5. 20, 40, 60, 86, 10, 20, 30, 45, 50, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I do have $705 here. So it's really going to be $605 actually going back into the bank. This is already in the bank account, so it'll just stay there. So that's all I have for you today as far as this unstuffing. So hope you guys enjoyed this. And if you have any questions for me regarding my process or anything such as that, feel free to drop them down in the comments below, and I'll try and explain myself as best as possible. If I get a lot of the same questions, I might go ahead and answer them in an upcoming video or do a Q&A or anything like that. So again, I hope you enjoy this and have a great weekend. See you guys next time. Bye guys.